A busy week on Capitol Hill as House Republicans plan to vote Tuesday on a new spending bill to avoid a government shutdown. Without it, a shutdown is set for Friday, and Democrats seem dead set on forcing that to happen. GOP Congressman Chip Roy, who sits on the House Budget Committee, he joins us now with more of what to expect. Thanks so much for joining us this morning, Congressman. First off, I'm delighted that you all have successfully set up and pinpointed the blame. I would say Democrats should always be blamed for government shutdowns because they're always the worst when it comes to spending. But it does seem like a slightly different dynamic where you actually have Democrats like pounding the table saying, we're going to shut the government down. I think it's great.
Yeah, Charlie, good morning. Look, the president is absolutely correct. We've had a number of good, solid, and productive meetings with him over the last couple of weeks. What we've got is a bill that we're going to put forward. I'm on the Rules Committee. We'll vote on it on Monday, get it to the floor on Tuesday. Let's keep in mind what's going on. I'm no huge proponent of a CR, a continuing resolution, as being the best model for how we fund the government. But let's understand what we've been up against. Democrats who didn't want to get the job done. Now we have the chance to freeze spending at current levels. No omnibus, no great big bloated bill with all the sort of pages we haven't read. No earmarks, to the best of my knowledge. We have defense spending that is up a little bit so that we can do what we need to do on defense. We're holding the non-defense flat in basically an overall freeze. And here's the important part. We're keeping the lights on for Elon to continue to do what they're doing with Doge, identify the spending cuts that we know we need to put in place in the appropriations bill this summer, and importantly, give time for Russ Vought at the Office of Management and Budget and the great team around President Trump to figure out how to get those implemented, use impoundment, and use the tools of the executive branch, which I think are fairly robust, to constrain spending. This is a new world, a new dynamic. And I think we can work with the president to do this while Democrats want to shut down because they want to stop Elon.
So one of my shotgun approaches to understanding a bill is how long it is. And this one's just 99 pages. I think everybody can read that before they get to it. But lay out for us exactly how you think the GOP conference is going about it right now. Do you feel like y'all are going to get this done? You don't have much room to play with.
Yeah, well, first of all, we had a good conversation yesterday as a conference with the speaker. There's overwhelming support for the bill. There are still a few folks who don't like it, right? They are predisposed against the so-called continuing resolution. And look, Charlie, I'm predisposed against having those kinds of tools as well. But at the end of the day, we need to support the president to be able to move the ball forward with a freeze in spending. I think that's the right approach. There are a handful of my probably more conservative colleagues who are a little suspect. And I think as we walk through it and they understand that a spending freeze is always a really good win, and then identify the cuts that we can then leverage in the FY26 appropriations process. That's all inside Beltway speak for the average viewer at home. Freezing spending is good. Holding defense in place so that we can remodernize our military is good. Stopping Democrats is good. No earmarks is good. And let's actually give Elon more power. Again, Democrats desperately want to turn the lights off to stop Elon and Doge because they know the American people are now getting a glimpse under the hood.
Well, and as you say, you always have been a real hawk on these things, and we're grateful to you for that. What is it? How would you say the effort within Congress is going right now to try to sort of work not only confirm the things that President Trump wants to do, but actually sort of take a stronger hand and help guide some of this so that what you wind up with is legislation created by Congress that actually makes sure that this stuff, the spending doesn't get back out of hand as soon as the Trump administration is finished doing its work.
Yeah, I mean, what you just said is critical. We need permanent changes. Congress needs to act so that this can last beyond President Trump, right? We love what President Trump is doing, but we need structural reforms. And look, I'm proud to be working closely with the White House on this. We were able to get this, I think, package put together, and we'll hopefully deliver this week. We'll see. There's still some more work to do. I want to be very clear. But then we also were successful in moving the budget resolution through the House, which significantly reduces spending by $2 trillion and connects that reduction to the tax policies, which I think is an important connection. We were working together with the White House, working together as a conference. because we need those permanent changes so that we can actually deliver for the American people. And we got to prevent a future Biden from being able to do what they did to destroy this country.
Because they'll always go back to it. As soon as you walk away, they'll always go back to it. Congressman Chip Roy, thank you for joining us.
Charlie, God bless you.